Okie dokie. So, if you have been a person who has regular communication with someone who's highly critical or um, uses strategies like threatening, gaslighting, or manipulating, you may have heard of the communication strategies of yellow rock and gray rock. I learned about those years ago, and I have tried to use them, but have struggled to use them. There's an aspect to it that is like requires being very, very cold, which for me is just like really painfully inauthentic. And even though there is like value to it, I just found myself avoiding it because of that. And the other, end of the spectrum is like completely authentic, and that doesn't really work with folks who have those communication styles. So I have found something that is in between, and it has been a delightful improvement in my experience, both taking care of my authentic self and taking care of the communication styles so that I don't sort of like add fuel to the fire, so to speak. And it's called BIFF, BIFF, and it stands for brief, informative, friendly, and firm. And it is just so straightforward. It's not confusing, which I like. It's so clear. It's like keep it really brief, keep it short. Say just the logistical information. You can be friendly, so like you could close your, email with thanks or like, hi, I hope you're well, kind of thing. And then firm, it just like uses that broken record DBT strategy of being like, yep, this is what I'm saying. And you can actually use, sorry, I keep clicking on what I think is going to help me get to this article, and it is not. Okay. Um, so you can use ChatGPT to help you with this. You can put in this is the message that I'd like to send, and can you help me put it into BIFF style? And they should be able to do that. You can also, if they don't, you can put in the article that I'm going to include in the description of this video. You can put that into ChatGPT and be like, this is what BIFF is, and now can you help me? So an example of BIFF is, let's see what this example is. Let me read it to you. Okay, so the other person that Jane, where this is from the article. Jane is responding to Joe. Joe has said, Jane, I can't believe you're so stupid as to think I'm gonna let you take the children to your boss's birthday party during my parenting time. Have you no memory of the last six conflicts we've had about my parenting time? Or are you having an affair with him? I always knew you would do anything to get ahead. In fact, I remember coming to your office party, witnessing you making a total fool of yourself, including flirting with everyone from the CEO down to the mailroom kid. Are you high on something? Haven't you gotten your finances together enough to support yourself yet without flinging yourself at every Tom, Dick, and Harry? Okay. And on and on and on. So, this is sort of like the kind of email that we're thinking about responding to. Okay. Jane responds with, thank you for responding to my request to take the children to my office party. Just to clarify, the party will be from 3 to 5 on Friday at the office, and there will be approximately 30 people there, including several other parents bringing school-age children. There will be no alcohol, as it is a family-oriented firm, and there will be family-oriented activities. I think it will be a good experience for them to see at my workplace. Since you do not agree, then of course I will respect that and withdraw my request as I recognize it is your parenting time. And that's the end of her email. She kept it brief. She did not engage in defending yourself. This is like a big, big priority. No defending self. Um, since this was just between them, she didn't need to respond if he had sent it to an email of friends, coworkers, or family members, which high conflict people often do, then she might need to respond with some more information. And they give an example of that. So basically, what you're doing is you're addressing the logistics, you're not defending, you're being friendly, respectful, and you're just being like brief and clear. And I will tell you what, I feel like it's a game changer. I'm gonna include this article, check it out, see if it might be supportive for you. This kind of communication is something you can use sort of across the board too. It's not like gray rock or yellow rock where um, you really don't want to use it with like the general public, right? Because it can be so cold. With this, I feel like it could work for work stuff. It could work for even friends if like you need to be clear about something and you can like bump up the friendliness factor, you know. But I think it's a really great communication style, especially for those of us who have had a lot of experiences of not being able to be um, like clear or assertive or not being heard. So check it out, see what you think. Okay, lots of love.